I'm gonna see what's right there. And there was a big pulley mounted to that. There it is. Hey everybody, what's up? I'm back out in the desert. We're just outside of the Rush Valley. I'm back up the canyon by Merker. Looking at those little areas of mining that I seen that I didn't have time to check out. I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit sunnier today, but oh well. We'll take some overcast skies, I guess. We need some snow anyways. It's the beginning of January and we still haven't got any real decent snow since before Halloween. So I'm out here doing my snow dance, enjoying the peaceful solitude of Mother Nature. Let's go see if we can find any old relics of the mining days around here. Hopefully we have some good luck and we find something. You never know. It's been over 100 years. Stuff can disappear pretty quickly after 100 years. But let's get to it. Let's start searching, see what we can find. Here's the timbers I seen with the drone last time I was up here. Possible old head frame coming out of that mine up there. Pretty good sized timbers. I'd say a 12 by 12. No, 10 by 10. Both of them are about 20 feet long. Oh, here's half the bearing. This is where the pulley used to ride. I believe it was a head frame. And there was a big pulley mounted to that. I don't have very high hopes of this mine being open. It looked like they sealed it up and the old tree grew on top of it. So we'll go up and see in a second. We'll just scour down here. Look for some old relics. See if we can find any sign of history besides these pieces of wood. Here's an old bolt sticking out of the dirt. Wonder what that was hooked to. Okay, I'm gonna look around, see if I can find anything. I'll come get you when I do. There's another anchor coming up out of the rocks. That one's way more solid. It's got a hole in it like it might possibly be a drilling bit. Huh. All right, I guess we head up to where I think the mine is. I'm on top of the waste rock pile. This one's black. Usually the ones around here are red and yellow, but this one's a black one. Okay, I made it up to where the mine was. But like I thought, it's been collapsed. Somebody's been doing some prospecting, it looks like. But it looks like they were chasing a pretty major vein of quartz. Well, not major. Probably just a little one. I haven't really seen any artifacts other than the head frame down there. We'll keep looking around for a little bit before we move to the next location. See if I can find anything. Gosh, it's so peaceful up here though. It's nice and quiet. I love being out in nature and listening to the silence. Can you hear it? I am not seeing anything else so far. They either cleaned up real good or this place has already been scavenged real good. My guess is it's been scavenged real good. This isn't very far away from 5 Mile Pass. Lots of people come out here to recreate, and a lot of them aren't very responsible. It sort of looks like there's another little road right there. I'm gonna go up there before we leave, see if there's anything up there. Here's a piece of old timber, just a little shorty. I don't know how old this lid is, but it's still got some bright yellow paint on it. I see another one down the hill. There's that other old lid. Got an old can here. Another one buried in the dirt. Okay, we made it to that little access road. Go see if we can find anything up here. It's a nice little grove of scrub oak. A couple nice pines in there. Got some prints on the snow. Almost looks like it might have been a coyote. Well, this little trail just sort of dead-ended at the trees. I can't tell if it goes any further. I'll look around for a second before we call it here. All right, well, I didn't find anything up here. Our next little spot's just down and around the corner a ways. Let's go look. But man, what a nice day. Beginning of January, it's almost 40 degrees. Can't beat today. This is a lot warmer than expected. I'd say it's a good 10 degrees above normal at least. We should have way more snow than this by now. Hopefully we aren't going into another drought. Okay, I don't have high hopes for this next one. It might just be a hole in the rock, but we'll go find out. And it's kind of hard to get to, too. If it is a cave or a mine, I might not be able to get to it. Let's go look. Okay, it's right there. So I'm not a geologist or anything, and I don't know my geology very well, but this rock looks the same as the rock over at Topliff. So I think it's limestone. This must have been Merker's own personal supply of limestone for their smelters. Okay, I'm officially up by the hole. I'll see if I can get in there. I'm gonna have to put the camera away so I can hold on, because I don't want to fall down there. That's a good 30 or 40 foot drop that I don't want to fall. Okay, I made it over to the hole. It looks like a bat cave. There's a hole up there. Possibly a hole down there. But neither one of them are big enough for me. So at least now I know this is not a mine. And now we have to go back down there. So I'm gonna put you back in the pocket, and I will see you at the Jeep. Now we're gonna go check out an old ghost mining town. I've been to this one before, so we're just gonna go look at mines and stuff. We're heading to the little town Ophir. It's a living ghost town, I believe. There's probably still 25 to 50 people that live there, but that's a far cry from what it used to be. I think it said there was around 6,000 people that live there. That's a lot of people in this little tiny canyon where Ophir is. So I'll meet you there. Well, nice. I didn't even make it to Ophir, and I found, looks like some remnants of an old mine. I don't know what mine it is, but I'm just maybe a mile west of the Merker Road. But this looked like a pretty big operation. There's waste rock piles everywhere. I'll look around and go see if we can find any mine shafts. Take a look at this concrete first. It's covered in graffiti, so if that offends you really bad, close your eyes. So I would guess there was probably a big water tank on top of this. And this was possibly a mill. I don't know. I'm no mining expert, but I'm trying to learn. Big slab of concrete right there. Another big slab of concrete. This one had some equipment mounted to it. This little footing looks pretty old. Got a timber in there. And a piece of pipe. This spot is definitely a shooting range though. There's all sorts of targets and garbage laying around. And graffiti. This footing looks really old. Got a big timber in it. Looks like that's been chipped out by hand. Cool. Hopefully we can find some more stuff right here. I don't know if this was the place where they were mining or just where they'd haul it down to a mill. I'll keep looking. Okay, I'm thinking this was just a processor plant for the mines nearby. I'm gonna keep going down the road. We'll see if we see anything. If not, we're heading to Ophir. Okay, we got a couple bits of old metal here for something. And then there's some concrete up there. Let's go look. These pieces of metal were pretty heavy duty, whatever they were holding up. There's a rail. It's all bent. Whew! Got smashed good. Yes, I only made it about 100 yards down the road before I seen this. So you gotta stop and look, right? So that looks like an old tank that was full of sediment and they just ripped the sides off and left the bottom. Yep, that is exactly what they did. The bottom of the tank's still there, but they just cut all the metal off the side. So there's more foundations off to the side of that bigger one. And then something right here in the dirt. Some old pipes, a couple more anchors. But I want to go over there. There's an old rock wall. And it looks like an old foundation on top of that rock wall. And keeping my eye out for treasure. Be nice to find some relics out here, some artifacts. Found a, looks like an old piece off a, what do you call those? Isolators on the telephone poles? Just a piece. Check out the rivets holding this together. That's some pretty thick steel too. Like 3/16 or something. Gosh, I wonder if those bolts used to be concreted in or if they just stuck them straight down in the rock. Okay, here's that old concrete that's on top of the rock wall. Oh, they had to make an eye bolt out of this threaded bolt. These old miners were crafty. Old bolt, old pipe, another little old bolt. I just noticed they used a steel cable as a piece of rebar. Like I said, these old timers were crafty. Okay, here's that rock wall. And then it's basically the base for whatever they had mounted right here. I wonder what this pile of white dirt is. Well, there must have been a building right here. There's a bunch of brick. Lots of brick. Well, I'm guessing this is probably a seat out of a truck or something. It's not big enough to be a mattress. Oh, it looks like I found an old nut. Big old square nut. Okay, I'm gonna walk down this wash, see if we see anything. Okay, so there's our white pile of dirt. The old foundations with the rock wall. And then the water tank is right up there. A little foundation under that. That's about all I could find here. So we're gonna keep going. There's a bunch of slag, like they were smeltering. Like this might have been a smelter. It's getting pretty cloudy. Feels like it's already getting dark. Okay, I do see what looks like a mine up there. It's a ways up the mountain, so I'm gonna fly the drone up there. Man, we might have to put this one on a list for later. Probably take me a minute to hike up there. So, maybe we can mark this one so we can come back later and we'll keep going, see if we can find some more. But I am gonna fly the drone over there so we can see if it's worth coming back or not. Okay, awesome. I'm glad I have a drone. Just saved me about 2 hours of hiking to find out there were some bars in front of that mine. So I wonder how much gold or silver that mine produced. That'd be interesting to know. Okay, let's keep going. We don't have to save this one for later now. Now we know. Okay, there's an old cabin here I'm trying to get to, but I don't know if I can make it across the wash. It's pretty washed out. And the cabin's over there. So we'll see. Gosh, look at all these little fuzzy guys. Well, you got to see this old pipe. It was one big long strip of metal riveted together in a spiral. That's pretty cool. But this is the way over to the cabin. I think we made it. There it is. Cool, cool. This one was kind of nice. It has a doorway that I can almost fit in. Only have to duck a little bit. I'm gonna look around a second, see if I can find anything for us to look at. Well, it looks like there used to be about 4 structures right here. Possibly a little house, the cabin, and like 2 sheds, from what I can tell. Pretty nice little rock wall. So they can make a little terrace. Looks like the snow's trying to roll in. Can't see the tops of those mountains anymore. There's a mine up there, but that's on somebody's private property, so we can't go see that one. Possibly a couple more up there too. I can't believe how quiet it is today. So nice. I can definitely feel the air getting a little bit chillier now. I think that snow's getting closer. So there's an old rock wall from something. This thing's pretty big. Even the small gear is big. That's almost the same color yellow as them buckets I found. Gosh, I wonder if that guy needs some help. Looks like he's been there for a minute. Okay, all that stuff is marked no trespassing. We'll go see if we can find something to look at that we can actually hike to or something. These mountains are Swiss cheese. There's a pretty old piece of farm equipment. Oliver Superior. It looks like a planter, a seed planter. Pretty old dozer. Okay, there are still places up here I want to check out. I need to go up this road. And then there's a loop around that mountain. I'm guessing there's probably some old mine stuff up there too. So the weather moved in on me. I wasn't expecting to have a snowstorm while I was hiking. I forgot my coat because it is starting to snow. Till that way. And then you can't even see the tops of the mountains over there. Adventure's over. It was fun though. At least now I know those few places I did check, we can't go. There still is a possibility right over here in Ophir. It looks like there's some up in that little hole. What is it? I don't know. I found some more interesting holes up in the mountain. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. What's in that guy? I doubt I could get to that one. But there are some more. There's a big one right up there. I think that one's it. Is that a rope? Yeah, it looks like there's a rope there too. Okay. There's something to come back and look at. I'll have to save that for later. So I think I'm gonna have to call that an adventure. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.